And here is a major problem. The problem is this. In those years since Quietism, as the clergy, I've unfortunately fallen into serious sexual sins. St. Thomas Aquinas said, if people do not get pleasure out of the spiritual life, they'll look for it elsewhere. And they did, and we know they did. But what happened to the laity? A change happened to the laity too. A major change took place. The people don't even know that it has taken place. The Catholic religion to which they belong, that was once a religion of love, has now become a philosophy of life. Now, I don't know if it was on this program, your program, but I got a shock one day listening to Father Murr, who quite out of the blue said this. He said, I've known Catholics for years, good Catholics, bad Catholics, fervent Catholics, lax Catholics. They won't make any serious sacrifice for their faith. Now, that shocked me. But when I reflected, I realized it was true. People won't die or make sacrifices for a philosophy of life. Socrates did. He was a philosopher. But very few philosophers are prepared to die for their philosophy. Hundreds and thousands are for a religion of love. But a religion of love where we experience the love of God because of Quietism has evaporated, and people are not prepared to change. Now, my forebears were recusants, and I've mentioned this before. They refused to go to the non-Catholic church to pray on Sunday for their pseudo-mass. They died. I'm a direct descendant of Sir Nicholas Tempest, who was hanged, drawn, and quartered under Henry VIII. I'm a direct descendant of his for taking part in the pilgrimage of grace to stand up for their faith. I could enumerate many, many more who were put to death, thrown into prison. But one thing they all had to experience was that for nearly 400 years, those Catholics who'd lived in castles, stately homes, and manor homes had to pay £20 a month if they refused to go to the non-Catholic service. That's something like $2,000 or $3,000 in today's money. They lost their furniture. They lost their lands. They lost their possessions. And in the end, they ended up in jail. And they did that for nearly 400 years and were prepared to make those sacrifices because they were men and women of prayer, because their spirituality was centered around the sacrifice of Christ himself. We're not prepared to do that today. We want all the goodies and goodies for the world we're living in, and we want the goodies that we get from our faith as well. We want them both. We're not prepared. I'm afraid Father Murr was exactly put his finger on it.
Hi everyone, this is John Henry Weston for LifeSite News. We hope you found this video insightful. For more content like this, be sure to check out the links in the description below. You can also follow us on social media to stay updated on the latest news concerning life, faith, family, and freedom. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you.